Gut. Was war jetzt noch gleich der Plan? Gerade ein bisschen raus. Ach, das war's, genau. Das Tonband. Können wir es uns vielleicht einfach auf meinem Ghetto-Blaster im Zimmer anhören? Ich befürchte, dass meins kaputt ist. Das sah nicht so gut aus, oder?
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
Das hier tut mir leid.
No problem, officer.
Er macht einen Schritt in Richtung Tür, als wolle er gehen. Ja, ich will nur einmal schauen jetzt. Hier. Ein Tonband, das du von Teil erhalten hast. Es enthält angeblich die Aufzeichnung des Funkverkehrs des Söldner-Einsatzkommandos, aufgenommen über eine Entschlüsselungsstation. Kein gutes Omen. Erfordert zum Abspielen einen Ghetto-Blaster, den wir zufälligerweise haben.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is rooted behind the magnetic reader.
Ich spiele das Tonband ab.
You push Command Set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
Wieder ein lautes Quietschen, das von irgendeiner Art von Maschine stammt.
The harbor. That's the sound of a Kvalson crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice one. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
Ein Knacken, dann nur noch Stille. Der Rest des Tonbands ist leer.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arete on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
Was war das ganz am Ende? Schweigen?
End of recording.
Was halten Sie davon?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls. Er hat allerdings gesagt, dass er es tun würde. Jemanden nur durch Tonbandschnitt Worte in den Mund zu legen, ist nicht möglich. Indeed, but...
Der Lieutenant sieht sich das Tonband an. Dieser Blick ist dir inzwischen vertraut. Das ist sein Verdachtsblick.
There's more going on here than we know.
Wer ist dieser Corty?
One of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of his?
Was ist Kohoi?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
Glauben Sie, dass er dort war?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. Or maybe Kohoi is just merc talk for atrocity, slaughter.
Also gut, was jetzt?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony. At least to some degree.
Ja. Ich hätte eigentlich gedacht, dass wir jetzt an dem heutigen Tag bereits unterwegs sind, zu diesem Küstendorf, aber ja, wir haben noch zu tun. Na komm. habe mir auch überlegt, vielleicht doch vom Evra diesen Auftrag anzunehmen mit den Unterschriften, weil ich mir Gedanken mache wegen dem Revolver. Ich denke schon, dass wir den brauchen und naja.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Titus Hardy hat uns eine Aufnahme gegeben, auf der der Verstorbene sagt, er hätte vor, jemanden zu vergewaltigen.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table. This does not surprise her.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
Auf diesem Tonband redet er davon, dass er es auf sie spezifisch abgesehen hat.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Genau, das hat er gesagt.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
Sie nimmt die Tasse wieder in die Hand.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Ja, er hat das Wort Hure benutzt.
He liked the way it sounded when he said it. As to Kohoi,
Die junge Frau zündet sich mit dem Stummel ihrer alten Zigarette eine neue an.
he wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Warum hat er solche Sachen gesagt? Weil er ein Macho war?
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Bewältigungsmechanismus?
Running joke. I was gonna say
Awesome.
running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that.
Lely.
He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
Gefällt Ihnen so etwas?
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Okay, nachdem Sie jetzt etwas Zeit hatten, können Sie uns mehr über das Opfer erzählen?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
Oh,
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
wo ist Lelystad? Der Ort meine ich.
In Oranje, officer.
Oh.
It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Sie waren beide aus Oranje?
Yes, we were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No, he was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrek. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Sex, alcohol, speed, probably also sildenafil.
Wie alt war er?
He was 42.
Okay.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no,
Bei der Erinnerung daran lächelt sie wieder.
we even celebrated his birthday like some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
We were slightly off then. Thank you for clearing it up.
Der Lieutenant korrigiert etwas in seinen Notizen.
A miss.
Hm.
The adversary one.
Seine Augenfarbe?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth.
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
It's clear she was very much attracted to him, and still is.
Sie fanden ihn attraktiv?
Of course. He was the most strangely beautiful man I've ever been with. And I mean that.
Sie zittert etwas.
And now, he's dead. A pity.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Reden wir über etwas anderes.
The young woman nods.
Er hatte eine Tätowierung. Was hat sie bedeutet?
Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
Sie hat Ihnen gefallen.
Quite a lot, yes.
Wofür stand sie? Wissen Sie das?
It was a map of his life and the places he visited as a soldier. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
Miezen beeindrucken. Wie meinen Sie das?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bad shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
Und Sie waren die Frau dabei.
Oh yeah.
Können Sie uns sagen, was die genau bedeuten? Ich gebe ihr das Foto.
No thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Sie schenkt sich mehr Kaffee ein.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Oranje needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Semenine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
keine besonders amüsante Geschichte.
It is when you're high.
Äh,
It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
Beantworten Sie mir eine seltsame Frage. Hat er seinen Tod genossen?
Why do you ask?
Es war Teil einer okkulten Vision.
Wow. A mystic. How intriguing. I have no doubt this is all adequate and true. I do not doubt the signs, but maybe you're interpreting them wrong? He enjoyed life, you see. A little too much, if anything. Up to the point where other people had to pay for it.
Wir haben eine toxikologische Untersuchung angefordert. Haben Sie eine Ahnung, was sie uns zeigen wird?
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil.
Hear that? Sildenafil. Just like you suspected. You have a great nose for this stuff.
Was ist Sildenafil?
It's for maintaining an erection. Uppers are vasoconstrictors, so that feat becomes problematic.
Ach so. Okay, und warum weiß ich das?
Because you're a scientist, of course.
Natürlich.
How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
It's quite expensive, miss. But we'll manage without your help for now.
Ich glaube, mit diesem Thema sind wir jetzt fertig. Ich gebe dem Lieutenant seine Notizen zurück.
Alright.
Der Lieutenant steckt das Formular wieder in sein Notizbuch und beobachtet die junge Frau einen Moment.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Können wir jetzt darüber reden? Reden wir noch etwas über diese sogenannte Nötigung?
Not my favorite topic, but okay.
Ich verstehe das manchmal nicht, warum die Sachen dann noch... oder ich kann über eine Option nochmal zu was anderem kommen. Nee.
How
Alles
about we,
gut.
change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
Wir sind auch fertig erstmal. Gut. Dann geht's jetzt wieder zurück. Jetzt könnten wir nochmal mit Teil sprechen.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
Tja.
Again. Just get the
Oh.
dead guy's autograph.
Das
Since you're
war
his
ein
biggest
Fehler.
fan.
Good one, Titus.
Das war
About
falsch.
fucking time.
So. Also, ich habe Klaas hier nach dem Tonband gefragt.
And
Und nichts, sie steht zu ihren Aussagen.
that fucking fucker.
Oh,
You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
Gold, das war nur Imponiergehabe und kein Beweismittel.
Locker room talk. What are you, fucking brain dead? I've been to plenty of locker rooms. They don't plan rapes there.
Ja, ich glaube nicht, dass er es geplant hat.
Sounds like he wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man. This is definitely personal.
Ja,
What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
es hat sie nicht überrascht und es hat ihr definitiv keine Angst eingejagt.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny. No good goddamn psycho whore.
Er liebt sie irgendwie, ne?
All right.
Ist in sie verliebt.
Fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking.
Okay.
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
Ihre Stimme ist etwas weicher als zuvor.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Titus reibt sich mit der Handfläche übers Kinn, als würde er es glatt rubbeln wollen.
Women are crazy. Irrational. That's what you're thinking, right? Also, your fists are itching for a bump.
Ich glaube, dass das für sie etwas Persönliches ist, dass sie Gefühle für sie hatten.
Yeah, they're all queers. Can't bump, hard fist, or anything.
It's all right, Glenn. I just thought, Chief. I thought anyone would come around that heard that shit. Apparently, I was wrong.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Er lächelt mitfühlend.
He wanted her to see the man for what he was. Now that you know, you might want to lay off this topic, or else you might antagonize him.
Ja,
I just got too worked up. Big man lost his shit. It's cool now.
seien Sie ehrlich zu mir, Titus. Was ist wirklich passiert?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!"
Okay. Er schmeißt seine Bierdose auf den Boden.
This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end of their wits.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over.
Ganz ruhig.
Yeah.
Im Raum herrscht Stille. Elaine will etwas sagen, hält es dann aber für besser zu schweigen.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
Oh.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
Okay, boah, die Anspannung ist gerade richtig spürbar. 17%, das ist sehr gering. Rhetorik, da haben wir schon wieder die Rhetorik. Die wir so nicht erhöhen können, verdammt. Scheiße. Wie war das noch mit Drogen? Können die Lerngrenzen erhöht werden, aber weiß ich denn genau, welche Drogen ich wofür brauche? Okay, wir versuchen uns einmal so, es ist ja eine weiße Würfelprobe, also können wir die auch wiederholen. Ich überzeuge Titus, dass er manipuliert wird.
Clausia is playing them like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it. All of them really good.
Ich weiß, was hier los ist. Auch mir wurde übel mitgespielt, aber über meinem Herzen liegt so ein beschissener, finsterer Schatten.
What the hell are you talking about?
Ja. Ich wurde von einer Mieze verarscht, richtig übel verarscht.
Look around, cop. These men are dock workers. They don't want to hear about your psycho circus.
I don't know, boss. I'm always up for another suicide attempt.
Oh mein Gott.
Yeah, me too. I'm always up to see a cop cry.
You won't hear it. That's enough for the circus now, officer. Let's do procedural questions. Or even, why not take a little breather?
Ja, müssen wir
These
machen.
working class oafs don't know how to talk about feelings. You shouldn't have opened up to them. Or anyone.
Ja, natürlich nicht, aber ich habe halt verkackt. Die verdammte Rhetorik.